My name is Kevin Wilson, coming to you for another On the Field Friday segment for Baseball in Business. Shout out Luke Mellons, my man. Thank you so much for another wonderful opportunity to be with you all today. The topic today is the second half, how to finish strong. A lot of times the conversations I have with the hitters that I work with is really trying to have that ability to finish strong, to really understand how to do that. Now, number one, you have to experience it. Let's all be real. For the first time you played 142 games, the first time you played 162 games, the first time you had 500 at-bats, the first time you had 700 at-bats, you really didn't know how you were going to go through it. But when you experienced it, you learned a lot about yourself. You learned what to do, and you learned what not to do. So for a lot of the discussion I have with guys going into that second half is for the first guys, the rookie guys, the first-year guys, or guys that are experiencing a full season for the first time. I say, listen, I want you guys to experience it. We're playing a long game here. The plan is for you guys to play a lot more than just 1 year or 2 years. I want you guys to experience that so you know what that feels like. You know what hitting the wall feels like. You know what dragging physically feels like and dragging mentally feels like. I want you to experience it all. Why? Because when you experience it, then you start to be able to understand what you need to do and what you need to stay away from. I really can't tell you what to do, but I can make you think by experiencing it. And when you experience that, we can have that discussion of, hey, what can you do better? Can you get some more sleep? Instead of staying out late, why don't you get to bed on a pretty reasonable time and make sure you get your quality sleep? What about nutrition? How are you feeding yourself? Are you doing a good job being fed? Fed the right things, not Burger King and Wendy's on the road. We're talking about making your own meals, doing things that you can to be able to fuel your body, essentially. And the last thing, too, is just the focus, is being present. Be where your feet are. Focus on the here and the now. Don't look too far ahead. I understand that it's 2 weeks out. You have 2 weeks of the season left. You're 22 and a half games out of first place, and it's pro ball, and you're really not playing for the team. You are thinking about hunting. You're thinking about fishing. You're thinking about your family. You're thinking about golf, whatever the case may be. But I need you to stay present. I need you to be professional and be where your feet are and focus on the things you need to focus on that in that day so you can finish strong. So when we talk about the second half, we talk about finishing strong. We talk about the details. We talk about the purpose and really understand why you do what you do. Thanks again for having me, and I hope you'll all have a great second half.